Why hello there. If there's one thing you can find in abundance on YouTube, besides absolutely crazy conspiracy theories, are stupid videos like mine. Better yet, are stupid videos about living in Thailand as cheap as humanly possible. You will see videos, oh, I lived in Thailand for $1 a month. Well kids, I live in Thailand and I'm going to show you what I was able to accomplish with a $1,000 budget living on the island of Phuket for an entire month. Probably the number one expense that blows my mind more than anything is this. It's my cell phone. Listen, back in Canada, I was paying on average about $125 to $130 a month every month for my cell phone. Here in Thailand, my bill for unlimited data, which is lightning fast, and when I say lightning fast, it's 10 megabytes per second. It is unbelievable. It is so fast that I actually use my phone as a hotspot a lot of the time for my laptop instead of jumping on like the Wi-Fi in the hotels and stuff. It's $5.50 a month. So I could get 2 full years of a cell phone package here for what I pay 1 month in Canada. That, my friends, is absolutely crazy. So one expense that you have to consider no matter where you're living is your transportation. Now here I rented a Honda PCX 150 and I paid $85 for the entire month. Now my gas was $18 and guys, I went everywhere. There was not a day I was not driving probably 30 kilometers at least. So my gas bill was pretty small. Now I will say this much, I could have got a cheaper bike. I could have got like a Honda Scoopy and paid about $50 to $55 for it. But in all honesty, that $30 saving just wasn't worth it to me. I will say this much though, if I was going to live here on Phuket for more than a year, I would buy a bike. I jump on Marketplace, buy a used PCX 150. It's only going to cost about $1,200. Now, you cost average that out over 2 years, you're looking at $50 a month for your bike. That's fantastic. Now, if I was older, I don't want any old people giving me a hard time about this, but if I was older, I probably wouldn't even need the motorbike. I could get by with a regular bicycle here. It's completely flat, it's easy to get around, and let's be honest, biking is fantastic exercise, and the older we get, the more exercise we need. So I would look at that. And to rent a regular bicycle here, you can get them for usually about $10 a month, believe it or not. And you can go on Marketplace and buy one for about $40. So at the end of the day, buying a bike probably would be a very good idea. I'm actually even thinking about it because I'm going to be here for a few more months from the looks of things, and I desperately need some exercise myself. So that's what I spent on my bike. So listen, I know we're all told that variety is the spice of life. However, when you're trying to live on a budget, especially a limited budget, like $1,000 a month in a foreign country, consistency is the key to winning. Let me tell you something. What you want to do is you want to find places that you can go to where the food is good and you enjoy it and you know what it's going to cost you all the time. I found one of those places in Savina. It is an unbelievable restaurant. Let me show it to you right quick. Located in a predominantly Muslim area, you are going to find Savina Restaurant. Now guys, I'm going to tell you something. This place is absolutely amazing. They have a menu that is outstanding. Obviously, you're not going to get any pork dishes here, but I have this saffron rice with chicken here, and it comes to $2.40 Canadian. Now, oddly enough, they don't sell drinks, so I buy a drink right at the little tiny corner store right beside it, and it cost me 40 cents for my Coke. So my saffron rice with chicken and a Coke is $2.80 Canadian. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've eaten here probably 5 times this month, and each time I have the exact same thing. One time I did mix it up and I had a papaya salad as well, because these guys will make it without any shrimp and no shrimp chips to it at all, so that's fantastic. Again, listen, Savina, one of the best restaurants here and a great way to eat on a budget and have a fantastic restaurant experience as well. So while we're talking about consistency, this is one restaurant that I eat at a lot. I've been here probably 12 times this month, and I always get the exact same thing for breakfast. I get this Thai omelet, and it is amazing. You get to pick the different stuff that you get put inside of it. There's chicken, there's different peppers, onions, tomatoes, stuff like this. It's just amazing. And it is, believe it or not, 20 baht, which works out to be 80 cents, and it is unbelievably filling. These girls also do fried chicken like nobody else. Their chicken is just incredible. I honestly don't know the name of the place, so I can't tell you what it is, but it's very easy to find here. It's on one of the main strips. In what will come as a shock to absolutely nobody, my number one expense after my condo, believe it or not, was my alcohol consumption. Now, yes, if I take my food and I add it all up, I spent more money on food. But if I look at the food as an individual, such as what I spent for breakfast, what I spent for lunch or dinner, I spent more money on my alcohol than I did anything else. I spent exactly $145 Canadian for the month, and that includes buying my alcohol at 7-Eleven, at Big C, and a little bit of money I spent at a restaurant. Now, for the whole month, we weren't able to buy alcohol in restaurants until about the last 5 or 6 days. So I did take advantage of a place called the Kata Villa over in Kata Beach. They have some crazy drink specials. You can get a full mug of beer, $1.50 Canadian. You can get a rum and coke. Granted, it is local rum, but the rum was good, $1.20 Canadian. So I did take advantage of that. I spent probably, I don't know, I'm going to be honest with you, $12 of my $145 at the Kata Villa over a couple of days. And I had a fantastic time. I am dropping a video about the Phuket Villa, so please watch that when it comes up. You will not believe how much I spent for a 2-day weekend there, including breakfast, what I spent on drinks and food. It was fantastic, and how cheap it was is going to blow you away. So anyways, let me show you what I spent on my lunches, breakfast, and all of my food for the month. I think this is probably where people are going to be surprised at just how cheap it is to live here. Overall, my total food budget worked out to be about $278, and out of that was actually about $42 or $43 spent in one night saying thank you to a bunch of local people that have helped me on my videos and just helped me out in general. So my food budget came in a lot less than I anticipated it to be, and to be honest with you, it should have been about $200 simply because I ate way more than I needed to just to try and make videos. Also, again, like I said, I spent some money taking people out, and I did buy some meals here and there for other people as well, which I included in my food. That's up to you if you're going to do that or not, I'm not sure. But overall, again, I ate fantastic. I had some of the best food possible. Did I eat a lot of street food? Probably about 20-25% of the time I ate street food. The rest of the time I ate in some type of restaurant, to be honest. I ordered Food Panda, I think 3 times. That's it. I don't really enjoy Food Panda. One night I ordered it simply because it was raining so bad that I didn't want to get out and get absolutely soaked. Another time it just seemed like a good idea. And the last time I ordered it, I was feeling just absolutely crappy, tired. I had been running all day, and I just ordered real quick pad thai. My Food Panda bill, honestly, for the whole month was maybe $10. That's it. I know a lot of people here do use Food Panda and Grab and these other delivery services. I don't enjoy them that much, simply because for me, 80% of the eating experience is going out, it's smelling things, it's discovering new things. It's not just sitting on my phone going, well, let me find something else. That's, to me, is a waste, to be honest with you. So yeah, overall 278 bucks for my food. I think that's absolutely incredible. Can I make it cheaper? Certainly can. Am I going to? Probably not, simply because I love to eat so much. I'm just going to start exercising more and drinking less pot. Possibly drinking less beer, I'm not sure, but I will definitely be exercising more. And no pot for the entire month of July. That's my goal for July. So here's a fact of file under too crazy to be true. It was cheaper this month for me to buy some new clothing than it was to have my clothes washed. Believe it or not, clothes are so cheap here. Again, $3, and I was buying t-shirts for $2, that it was cheaper just to go and buy brand new clothing than it was to have my laundry done. So what did I spend the most money on, and where could I have saved some money? Well, in all honesty, I spent too much money drinking, as I admitted earlier. I would like to get that down probably to about $100 Canadian a month. I'd feel really good about that. My motorbike, I did spend more money on my motorbike than I really necessarily had to. But I'm driving so much and going to so many places that the extra money on the bike is really well worth it. I could have gotten away with about $55 for a bike here, which is what I paid last month for my Scoopy. I just don't want to drive the Scoopy anymore. So I could have saved, yeah, probably $30 right there alone. Other than that, I really don't know where I could have saved a whole lot more money. I could have maybe scrimped on my food a little bit, but still, I spent, what, $278 on food for the entire month? And I ate like a king the entire time. I had the best food, and again, man, I had the best time possible. So I'm not sure if there was a way for me to cut down on my expenses. I will say this much, I think here in July, I'm going to get a much cheaper place to rent. I enjoyed my time at the Butterfly Residence. However, I don't need a kitchen. A kitchen to me is an absolute waste of money, and I'm paying probably $75 a month just for that kitchen. I also, in all honesty, don't need the bedroom. The places that I've been looking at, other places that I've stayed and stuff, they're studio units and they're spacious. They have, seating areas and stuff like that. So I'm going to give up my condo, and I'm going to go to a more affordable place, and I'm going to go from about $280 a month down to about $200. So right there between those two, the bike and the condo, I could cut it down at least $100 a month. I'm not going to sacrifice my bike though. I like the bike a lot. The condo though, to be honest with you, I'm not spending a lot of time in it, so that was a bit of a waste of money for me. Okay, so one mistake I've definitely made, and I'm going to correct that this month, is I have been spending all of my time looking for places with pools. Now, why is this a mistake? Look, to be honest with you, I love the swimming pool, but I'm not spending enough time in it to justify spending the amount of money it costs to get a place with a pool, especially when you consider this. Not only am I right beside the beach, hotels here, a lot of them have free pools and gymnasiums. Let me state that again. A lot of the hotels here allow you to go and use their pool for free all day, even their gyms. They do this in hopes that you're going to buy some alcohol, you're going to buy some food. So the Marina Phuket Hotel, which has an absolutely beautiful rooftop pool, it's a fantastic place to go and spend the day. It's great for people watching, the pool's fantastic, and the atmosphere here is just incredible. And it's free. So why bother spending the money getting a place with a pool when you can either go to the beach or you can come to a hotel like this and enjoy the pool and the gym? Again, for free. So since being retired is supposed to be about taking it easy and going slow and relaxing, that is what I tried to do this month. I didn't do anything overly crazy. I tried to live like a retiree would. And you know what? It was a lot of fun. I'll admit, it was a whole lot of fun. So was I confined to my room? Did I have any fun at all? Was I able to do anything enjoyable? Well, you know what? I had the greatest time. I went to a whole bunch of different places. Yes, I did mostly stuff that was free. However, I entertained myself for the whole month. I also had 3 massages. Now, if you can believe that or not, I had 3 full Thai massages. No, guys, they were not happy ending massages. That would have cost me a whole hell of a lot more. I paid 150 baht per massage. So that is $6 Canadian for a 1-hour massage, and I went to real massage parlors where they know what they're doing. I didn't go to the, you want the special massage? No, I went to real ones. Matter of fact, the woman that massages me, I go to the same woman every time. She is probably in her early 50s. She has cancer. She's going through chemo, and she's still working her tail off. And that's probably why I like her so much. She's a pretty cool chick. So one thing that's almost impossible to budget for is the unexpected. So what I did do, I put aside 1,000 baht for the month just in case anything came up. Now, I did have to buy a couple of phone chargers. Sadly enough, I lost one, and then I was in a spot where I desperately had to have one. So I spent about $6 on phone chargers. And then it was the clothing, to be honest with you. I didn't expect to spend money on clothes because I brought clothes. However, as I noted, mine got absolutely baked by the sun and I had to buy new clothes. So there was also sandals. Now, let me tell you something. Being a guy that loves nice shoes, sandals are not the easiest things in the world to wear. So I've gone through probably 6 or 7 pairs since I've been here to try and find ones that are nice and comfortable. Luckily enough, I did. So I bought 4 pairs of them. And those 4 pairs of sandals, honestly, they cost me $8 for 4 pairs. So I can't complain too much about that. So I was very fortunate. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I didn't have any medical emergencies or anything like that. So again, I was very fortunate with my unexpected expenses. One inescapable truth is you are going to be spending a lot of your time at super cheap 7-Eleven and Family Marts. These are going to become your best friends, and they're the best place to pick up all of your essentials. It's really surprising because most of stuff like toothpaste and all of that stuff, it's the same prices back in North America unless you buy the local brand stuff. If you buy that, you can get it really cheap, okay? I spent in total, I think, $12 on toothpaste, deodorant, toothbrush, some soaps and stuff like that for the whole month. Now, in all fairness, I'm bald and really don't need shampoo. However, every place I went, all the hotels and condos, they all provided shampoo anyways. So let's be honest, the only thing you really care about is, did I do it? Was I able to live in Thailand for $1,000 or less a month? And the answer is yes, I made it. I did it. I spent exactly $995 according to what I wrote down. If you look at what I'm left over with, I actually only spent $990. I started with 25,000 baht, and I am left with 260 baht, which is about $10 Canadian. So thankfully today I can go grab a couple more beer and enjoy myself by the pool and celebrate the fact that I was able to do it. I lived here for $1,000 a month. Now, here's the crazy part to this. When I first started this challenge, I intended to do it on $1,000 US because that's the currency everyone goes with. I did it Canadian. So really, I spent about $830 US to live in Thailand for an entire month. And I had a fantastic month. I ate all the food that I wanted to. Obviously, I drank too much. I went to different places. I saw some incredible sights, some views. I had all kinds of fun. I even had a 2-day getaway weekend where I ate and drank as much as I wanted to, relaxed and had a great time in my budget. So it's absolutely crazy. Now, I will admit there is an asterisk to this because I did not include the headphones that I bought. Simple reason for that was I needed these to make my videos, and I had another pair that I could have used, I just didn't want to use them, okay? So I didn't include those in. If I did, yes, I would be over budget. I'd be over budget by about $125, $130. But still, that's just incredible. I also didn't include my healthcare, simply because of the fact that everybody is on a different plan here. So what I spend is probably not going to be what anybody else spends. I bought the absolute best healthcare package I could because I didn't want to worry if I got into an accident or anything like that. Also, if I get terribly sick, I've got flight home insurance coverage, so they will get me a medical flight out of here, which is fantastic. Even if I hurt myself on my bike, they're going to fly me out of here, and that was well worth the money that I spent. I spent about $75 a month on that package, and I will tell you this much, it's extremely worth it. So you can live here cheap. I'm going to be brutally honest with you though. Once everything opens up again and we get back to some type of normalcy in the world, prices here are going to go up. However, if you go to places like Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Isan, you can live even cheaper than this. I've seen people up in Chiang Mai do it on $600 US a month, and they lived pretty good lives. Again, I lived a fantastic life. I lived my best life possible. And guys, if you're not living your best life, find out what you need to do, how you can change your life so that you are living your best life today. Please don't wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow might not come. Anyways, guys, listen, if you enjoyed this video, if you're enjoying watching me travel around Thailand, please hit subscribe, share these, comment, and tell a friend about it, all right? Listen, until next time, cheers.